Welcome, watchers from beyond the plains, witches, warlocks, and of course, spellcasters of nondescript gender identity. And I see you, muggle friends, peeping over the shoulders at the various orbs and slates of scrying into the infinite expanse of realities that is and are and will be. It is I, Goon, your dungeon master. I am a god, kind of. I'm also just a guy, but I am the GMMC, Dungeon Master of Ceremonies, and I will be the guy in charge of weaving of the fates. I am the leader, the tour guide on this dalliance through destiny. No more dilly-dallying. It is time to bring in my wonderful cast.
Imagine that it's the same bullshit as everywhere else in Canada. Because I've done schooling in Ontario, Saskatchewan, and Alberta, and they're all crap.
Shout out to Alberta students.
Oh, hello.
Ew.
Oh shit, I forgot to open my D&D stuff.
Good job.
Quickly.
Congratulations.
Quickly, silence.
Quickly,
Shut.
I'll stall. Hey guys, have you heard about the Pixie Mart? So,
No, what's that? Not at all.
So the Pixie Mart is your one-stop shop to send an item into our campaign because why not? You gotta go to the Pixie Mart in the Goon Daddy Discord and check out this little list. We have all of the rankings of rarities of items that can possibly be, ranging from common item all the way up to artifact, prices ranging from $5 to $100. And what you have to do is you donate the listed amount of money along with a message that tells me what item it is, where I can find it. If you're going to send me a DM of the specific stats of the item, that would be the message here live on stream would be a good place to put that. And also, which character, player or not, do you want this gifted magical item or non-magical item? I mean, common items sometimes aren't magical. Just whatever. Just let me know who you want to give it to. Again, doesn't have to be a player character. Doesn't have to be a non-player character. It could be whatever, man. We'll make it work. I can do it. And that's how the Pixie Mart works. There's also something else I want to talk about real fast. Will
you speed up, Goon? Goddamn.
Real fast. So the Daddy's Dungeon also has a Patreon. Oh, wow. The Patreon. Yes. We have our very own Patreon. And I want to give a grand old shout out to our one and only patron. Loading. One and only patron, Dustin Powell. Thanks for being the first to sign up at the $5 to be decided level. There is a poll out on our Patreon page that you can vote to help decide what the $5 level is going to be called. $5 patrons get access to get access to an exclusive Discord chat where I post the animatics that I've been making early. I post them there in that chat, and do you guys want to talk about the cool animatic memes I've been posting? You guys like them? Or am I wasting my time?
I really love the one where Ken and Blue are like standing around, and Blue's like, "What'd you do today?" And Ken's like, "I made eggs." So I want to learn how to read.
That was like one of the first ones, and there's so many awesome more memes.
They have been brightening every day that they have been posting. I love them.
Oh goody,
They're precious.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So if you want access to those dank memes early, you get in the Patreon and you get into the Discord and you get into the Patreon Discord chat so that you can see those memes early. I also have been I've been writing little character bios for some of the minor characters. There's a little bit of a more speculatory piece on Artosh, and there is a piece on the bailiff, the cosmic bailiff. Next week, I don't know who I'm gonna write about, but you'll have to sign up to the Patreon to read the little articles that I'm gonna be continuing to write. And that's basically Patreon and the Pixelmart. Those are the ways that you can help support this little adventure that we've been going on for... It's been a while. We've been going at it for a long time. And now it's time. Now it's time for character questions. Does anyone have a character question? And or do you have a celebrity that you would like a question from that maybe I can riff a question off of?
Jason Bateman.
Who's that?
He's a celebrity.
Very helpful.
Very helpful, yes.
Okay, Jason Bateman is the... he made Ozark. He's one of the main characters in Ozark. He's in Arrested Development, The Change Up, Horrible Bosses.
I have not seen any of those.
Oh gosh, really? Just Google Jason Bateman. He was in Game Night, Zootopia.
Who was he in Zootopia?
Who was he?
Fuck, who was he in Zootopia? Nick Wilde. Oh, he was the fox.
He was the
fox.
Okay. I know the fox, and so our character question is going to come from Nicholas Wilde himself. And he writes, "Hey guys, I know it's weird, but I'm a fox. That's not so weird. You guys are currently hanging out with a turtle. I know a few turtles, cause I'm a fox. Who is the foxiest man or woman or non-binary entity that you guys know? Sign Nick Wilde, a fox."
Well, I think we already know the answer that Howle would give.
What is the answer that Howle would give?
He has a boyfriend.
Oh,
for a reason.
Right. Shay Darkman.
Yep.
Fox, little handsome man. Little drow.
Ken would hear this and think, are wolves the same as foxes? I don't know. But definitely Wolfman who tried to stop him from grabbing the bejeweled mug.
Tiberius, the Wolf King of Paternia.
Yeah.
Is this him, like, not knowing what foxy means in, like, connotation-wise?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Classic Ken. David is gonna stall to answer because the only thing popping into his head is, of course, Dandy Jack. And he's gonna stall.
Foxes are like the cats of the dog world. Are they canines?
I don't know.
They're vulpines, they are technically canines, but they have behaviors of both, like, all the time.
So they're bisexual.
Kinda, yeah. They're the bisexual cats and dogs of the universe.
Yes. Okay.
I love it.
I think I'd just leave Skortch.
The only one coming to mind is Blue's mom.
Skortch likes MILFs! That's awesome! Oh my goodness, this is very befitting of the content that we're gonna be doing in today's episode.
Why can I not remember her name? I'm getting Jaina, and I know that's not.
Where the hell is that from?
Her name is also a food. And it's also a JoJo character.
Oh, that's JoJo.
And it's a lamb dish.
Oh!
And it's part of the word gyroscope.
Jiro, okay.
Jiro, yeah.
Yeah.
Jiro, the MILF dragon. Anyway.
That took way too long for my brain to process.
Yep.
Anyway. Last time on Daddy's Dungeon Beastmasters of Paternia, Howle had an interesting night. Waking up in the hospital wing in Castle Paternia with Artosh by his side. And, you know, helping Dandy Jack commit a thievery of some kind.
What are you talking about? That didn't happen at all.
And gaining a cool magic ring that does a thing that I'm forgetting that it does, but it does a thing. It's a cool magic ring.
It does indeed.
And they went to court. Our heroes went to court, and they struck a deal with the aboleth known as Tyrant to set him free, to contact his people, reunite with his people, and in the event that they do not accept him in the way that he wants, at all, because of the way he's changed from his imprisonment on the planet that I haven't named our planet, guys. Wow.
Oops.
That Howle has offered Tyrant a place back in Paternia for a kind of rehabilitative type of deal. And that was really cool of him. And so when we last saw our heroes, Howle was, knee deep in the cave lagoon in the home of the Myconids, adjacent to the holding cell of Tyrant, and the little squiddly boy, squeed his squid limbs and squished off into the inky depths, into the harbor of Paternia, presumably to do funky space things and other junk like that. Gathered around is all of our heroes, Skortch, Howl, David, and Ken. They're all watching this go down, and that's where we are. We're in the home of the Myconids, and that's where we're gonna begin. Everyone's on the shore of the little lagoon that is beneath Castle Paternia, adjacent to where Tyrant was captured.
Ken's in the water.
What is Ken doing in the lagoon?
Swimming.
You're gonna need another bath again.
Yeah.
It's water, man. What do you want me to do? It's just so swimmable, Ken says as he does a backstroke.
I
And
lean
then-
over to one of the Myconids. Is that sacred or anything?
It is water.
Okay.
Well, I can't disagree on the swimming thing then.
It is where it is, and he kind of points the big fungus man. He points his staff over to a big old pipe coming out of the wall, and you see refuse coming out of it.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh dear.
We use
Ken comes up and just spits a stream of water out, and it just showers everywhere.
Howl gags.
We use the blessings of Paternia to grow our fungus.
As long as it's beneficial for you, I suppose.
Yeah, you go to how we make children's. We put our spore in the sheet. We make a children that way.
Fascinating.
Yes. That's how it
Guys, come on and take a dip. The water's really warm.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
No thanks.
Shouldn't we, guys? We should probably get ready to go. There's one beast left. And
We should.
Howl turns to one of the Myconids, I suppose probably the leader, and asks, "Will you let us know if the aboleth returns?"
You want us to send you a message?
Please.
How you want message sent? Do you want a papyrus? Do you want I could send a child? It would take a long time. I could send a child. Yes.
Whatever's more convenient, I suppose, but I suppose a paper would probably be better.
Yes. Myconid have home all over this beautiful unnamed orb in space. We will get you a message.
Thank you.
So what do you guys want to? Where are you guys headed with the very dirty Ken?
He's
He
going
comes
into
out
bath.
of the water. And,
Howl's just, we're going to have a bath, and by we, I mean you.
I was just in the water though.
Nuh-uh,
What do you need a bath
nuh-uh,
for?
you're having a bath with soap. Let's go. Real quick.
Okay, I get. I'm cool with this.
Good, because you stink. I'm sorry, but it's true.
What do you
Ethereum's
mean?
not gonna let you roam until you have a bath.
I can't even
That's
smell
it.
anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
that explains a
you're
whole
nose
lot.
blind.
Wait a minute. How are you nose blind but also like a good cook?
No, I mean nose blind as in he has adapted to the scent. Already.
I think that might have something to do with living around Yama for so long.
Yo,
Probably.
Probably.
Built up a resistance to stench.
Just to stink.
yeah, when I was
Side note, Meta, that should totally be in his character. Just advantage on
Stink
What-
saving
what is the-
throws.
yeah, just when it comes to bad smells though.
Bad smells, yeah. I'll keep that in mind, yeah. Absolutely.
That's a good idea.
okay, works for me.
So back
So-
to the castle.
Yeah.
Back up to the castle, we shove Ken in the bathroom. So yeah, Brayden is there in the bathroom, with Ken. David is not in the bath, he's just hanging out. What do you
Yeah.
guys
So-
do?
I should probably ask. What are we doing today after this? I mean,
Well,
is there?
I got all the things that Malachi wanted me to get because he doesn't have legs anymore. So I'm all set to queue up a Watu and we can get it going whenever.
I'm alright with that. I guess we just need to gather up Blue wherever the hell he is.
Blue's right there. He's just very quiet for some reason.
Oh,
That's
He's
quite
become-
unlike him.
he's standing so still and being so quiet that he's practically invisible.
He's very quiet.
Maybe he's meditating?
I think perhaps he ran this
Sleepwalking?
this concept by me the other day where he's trying to be so slow that he becomes imperceptible to the naked eye. I don't think it's working, brother. Blue? Blue?
I think he's just really committed to the bit. I respect it.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, maybe he's just really committed to the bit. So yeah, I'm set to go when Ken is cleaned, and unless you Skortch Howl, have anything else you want to do before we head out.
I've been in the hospital for a bit, so I'd like to bask in the atmosphere of my own room for at least a bit.
Okay.
Well, you do that. I'm gonna play with this rubber duck.
Hey, that's my duck.
It's
Not
not
anymore.
your duck anymore.
What? That's what? What?
What are you gonna do about it, David?
That's my duck.
What
It
are you
is
gonna do?
our duck.
David, come in this bath and fist fight me for the duck right now, or it's my duck.
Okay, we'll follow Howle Howle to his room. While that's going on in the bathroom. Howle, what do you?
Well, I'm not going directly to my room. I'm going to grab Artosh.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Artosh kind of slept really a lot after his just insane trip.
Hey, buddy, you remember everything? You feeling good?
He raises his chin really high and kind of gives you like a little head nod I know you want to. Come on.
I pet him and prompt him to give me my boomerang back.
And he nudges it over to you with his nose.
Thank
Is
you.
there Tiffy marks all over it?
Oh, absolutely. There's
I think at this point it's more Artosh's toy and less a weapon.
Was it ever really a weapon?
I mean, I tried.
You did. It was fun for the soccer references, but now it's a chew toy.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Like
might
that.
still come in handy, you never know.
You never know.
I mean,
Boomerang!
You know what? That reminds me. I need a new stick.
Ooh.
Like, desperately. And also I need to figure out how the hell to use, any magic that isn't just Gust.
Gotcha. Alright.
You hear from down the halls. You should find a stick with a pointy end.
Yeah, but then it's not a shillelaghable stick.
Are you like
That's
thinking?
true.
Tie
I
a
can't-
knife to it.
Are you
I
thinking
can't
out?
actually.
Are you thinking out loud to Artosh? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Martha Ash overhears you because she's at her desk with her piping hot cup of tea. And Martha Ash goes, "You could always go to you could always go to the tree, like where you got the first one, the tree in the Magic Academy.
Yeah.
Like it's been a while. I bet the tree would be happy to see you."
Maybe I can find a book there that'll help me with this magical blockage I've got going on too. Thank you.
Yeah, don't bother me with magic stuff. I'm in the physical sciences.
No worries.
Cool. So do you head to where you going to go get a new stick?
I guess I'm doing that first, yeah.
Get a new book, get a new stick. All right. Book or stick first?
Stick, because I'm gonna be using it either way somehow.
Gotcha.
I'll figure it out.
So, you go through the presentation room. You go down a couple of flights of stairs. Go ahead. Give me real fast a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm using a reaction to make that successful with my ring.
Alrighty then. So the funny thing about
How do I use my ring?
the funny thing about some of the stairs in the Mage Academy, and it's exclusive to the Mage Academy wing, is that they have frequently they're frequently charmed and hexed by various, arcane tricksters, you might call them. And so as you're going down this spiral staircase, it suddenly becomes a corkscrew slide. But you slam your arms on either side and arms and legs. And so you're stationary, but the floor is now smooth. So if you do let go, you will start to slide down the stairs.
I mean, I could just try to, slide/skate down them, sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you drop down, and it's fun. It's a harmless prank, but just a little unexpected. And at the bottom, you see, 3 kobolds, each holding a piece of a broken wand, and they go, "Ha!" and they all skitter away.
Where did they come from?
Oh, they got transferred here from, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. They're just tricksters. They're fun. They're cute.
Some nice.
Yeah.
Might actually, ask you, do you know about, I suppose, books about magic for those who were acting under a patron and are no longer doing so?
Wow. Warlock Studies is not my major.
That's fair.
My major is what's Herbology? My major is Herbology. So, Warlock Studies, you want to talk to... who do you want to talk to? Probably Hex? Either Hex or Blight, but they can be kind of moody. Oh, I'm Rain, by the way. This is she's got a bob cut, and she's got 3 gauges in her long elven ears.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. And she gives you a handshake. It's yeah, so you want to talk to either Hex or Blight about that, but unless you have an herbology question.
Well, I'll keep you in mind if I ever do.
Cool. So if you are looking for Hex and Blight, they're gonna be in the library with the other books and the other books.
Cool. I was heading in that direction anyway, so
Cool.
I'll see if I can find one of them. Thanks.
I'll see you there. And to that, Skortch, what are you doing during all this?
I want to... Etheria seemed to know more about where the last one was located.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
You're
I
trying
want to
to-
go interrogate her.
You're trying to track down your frequently teleporting aunt.
Yes.
Give me an investigation check.
Alrighty. $19.
Okay, with a 19,
Nice.
you managed. With a 19, you remember like the regalia that she was wearing the first time when you guys got back, and figure the airship that she's been tinkering with is probably her biggest project, and so she's very likely there. And you happen to be right, and you find your aunt tinkering with various crystals and gears up on this very large disc. So the parasol, which is this experimental ship that your aunt is working on, it looks like a parasol. It looks less like a balloon, but it looks like a merry-go-round type thing. It's a very disc-shaped. It's got a big central large crystal that is expelling a whole lot of heat because it's an airship. And your aunt is tinkering with various crystals with like a lot of really cold energy and some electric and thunder-related elements. Maybe some way to counteract and gets like an actual livable atmosphere within the airship. Stuff like that. And she's muttering to herself as she's tinkering with these things, and when you approach her. So I do this, and I put that.
Hey, you doing anything important at the moment?
I'm just working on the airship, with this one. Oh, and then with the what's
Yes.
up? And then
We dealt with the aboleth, and now we need to know what you know about the Beast of Wind.
Okay, so she like when she said that you dealt with the aboleth, she like straight up stopped and like actually listened, which is rare. And she says, how? How did you deal with the aboleth? I mean, you defeated. Yes, I saw it small. I saw it small. Did you make it more small? What did that? What did you do?
We worked out a deal.
Isn't that what got you in trouble in the first place?
We worked out a deal with celestial lawyers.
Oh yes. Yes. Now remembering. Sorry, completely forgot. Okay. I mean, good. Good. Yes. Good job. And she goes back to tinkering.
You're ignoring the question.
What question?
What do you know about the Beast of Wind?
I don't know a whole lot. Quite frankly, I don't know a whole lot about the Beast of Wind because it's not my handiwork. It's Malachite's handiwork, and he sent it back in time, and presumably.
Yeah, I'm rolling and that did not work.
Oh no.
And
Wait, don't you have inspiration or something?
no,
I didn't
it
get
was
that.
you, Howle, and Ken who have inspiration.
Oh, okay.
So as I can glean from your escapades that the other beasts appeared where their elemental magic is strongest, and for wind, it would definitely have to be the Catayugas Crags, which is where Typhon is. That was a very heavy exhale that she did, and she finally puts down her tools and is just resting her torso on the workbench.
We're going to check it out whether or not you try to stop us, so it's best if we're prepared.
I don't know a whole lot about what you're going to find, quite frankly. I haven't been there since I haven't been back since I went to pick up you and your brother. It looked idyllic and serene, lovely villages and cottages, and lots of manual labor being done on a big structure up on a hill. That's all I can remember, really, but I haven't been back in years, so I don't know.
There haven't been patrols to the area?
No. That's outside of our territory. It's in the it's in the territory of the Ursine and the Bullvine, really. The fact that the elves have a settlement there at all is baffling. I don't know what tenuous treaty Typhon has with the Ursine and the Bullvine, but that's where it is. It's bound to be, where it's bound to appear, to reincarnate, as he predicted all those years ago. I have to ask one more time for my own sanity, but would you please consider not going?
The answer's still no.
Fine. Please leave me before I put a very powerful hex on you.
Okay, I am leaving.
Actually,
Oof.
you turn around to leave, and you find yourself at the bottom of the spire without going down any stairs. Your aunt has teleported you.
Okay. I'm gonna
Nice.
go find Howle.
Okay, you find Howle in the Mage Academy library. Howle is just approaching they're old enough to be in their first or second year of college, and one has a mohawk, very spiky mohawk. The other one has very long black hair. These are two drow, and this is Hex and Blight of Warlock studies, and how it's kind of like embarrassing or kind of insulting. Actually, it's kind of insulting for you as you approach them, because the illusion spell that they're using to hide their weed smoke is very rudimentary, and any magic user worth their salt would be able to detect the illusion. But
I mean, I have a +8 in Arcana now.
right. So Skortch, you see Howle approaching these two extremely goth drow in this little corner booth in the library with their various gnarly tomes stacked high and a very thinly veiled illusion spell.
What are we studying? What are we studying here, gentlemen?
We're like studying we're like studying okay, we're making a tier list of the best, powerful entities to make a pact with.
Where does the Aboleth rank?
Aboleth? Ew. Aboleth is like solid, like D tier. The Aboleth, he's such a loser. Like,
I agree.
Patrick was such a dork. And Blight, back me up. Yeah, a dork. Blight he was such a dork, and like the Aboleth fell to him. Like, Skortch, Howl, you see the tier list that they're making, and you notice a trend. All of the very attractive female entities like devils and fairies and stuff, they're ranking higher than literally everyone else. The S tier is Titania, Queen of the Fairies, she-devil, she-demon, big-breasted sea hag, and then A tier is empty, B tier is empty, C tier is empty, and then finally at like D tier are all of the other male patrons in existence.
Howle sees this and just goes, "Yeah, I think the Fairy Queen would have been a nicer one. How about we have a bit of a chat?"
What do you want?
Well, I suppose I'm a former warlock now. I wanted to know if either of you have any idea of how to, I suppose, continue using magic after you've disconnected.
You're a... Hold on. Hex goes, like, leans over to Blight and whispers, like, yeah, but I'm, like, concerned about sounding, you know what I mean? Like, you ask then. You're Genasi, right?
Yeah?
And Hex goes, oh, okay, cool. I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to be like a dwarf or anything, but like, I didn't want to assume. So
No worries.
So like, you can do magic. It's like and then Hex goes over to Blight again, like, but like if I say that, it sounds racist, doesn't it? You can like do magic then, because you're a Genasi.
Yeah, after you've been connected with a patron for a while, you sort of lose your innate instinct for magic. I'm looking for a way to, I suppose, find it again.
Have you considered weren't you? Hold on, and he goes back over to Blight. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, but you like trained under Raylan Stormgale, right?
Yeah.
You could like go talk to him. He's on vacation, right? Yeah.
Oh, is he?
He's on vacation back in his home tree, and like on the outskirts of Sylvain. So I mean, if you're concerned, you could always go talk to your old teacher.
Out of character, is that close to where we're going or far from where we're going?
It's east. The Catayugas Crags are also east. They're a little. The Catayugas Crags are a little more northeast, and Sylvain is a little more southeast. But if you want to take a pit stop there, it wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be too.
I feel like we're going to need me to be able to fight a little more. So yeah, Howle, when he goes to see Malachite after this, I'm probably gonna have him ask.
Alright, but like, wait, you were looking into that book about, oh yeah, a Blight goes to Saddlebag and he pulls out a book about Storm Jin, and he's like, here, like, you can read this. I'm done with it. I don't like Jins. They're creepy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, now you have a little book about Jins, which basically, this is basically me, the DM, telling you, you can Google whatever you want about Jins in D&D.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm definitely gonna have to borrow that book from you.
Why don't we study it together? I mean, it's been a while since we've...
I mean, you guys are like both definitely descendant of Jin.
Yeah.
That's racist.
We can have a study session like old times.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed you don't have your stick anymore. What's up with that?
Hey, it broke.
Okay. Oh.
I came to get a new one.
That's oh cool. I mean, like, good. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Freaking, the tree's in a great mood. You'll have to stop by, I guess.
Yeah. Well, it's nice talking to you both.
Who are you again?
Howle just kind of says goodbye and wanders off.
Okay. So what are you guys doing now?
Well, I'm gonna head straight for the tree now.
Head straight to the tree. You go. So the tree is located in tree's located in the Herbology wing, which is basically...
Oh, he's gonna make sure to check out the book first so that it's under his name.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, yes. The freaking... There's like a black dragonborn teenager who's like filling in for credit until they find a new librarian, because Maud is now the head butler, and she signs it out. It's super cool and whatever. So the Herbology wing of the Mage Academy is a big greenhouse, mainly. Big greenhouse, really. It's got lots of rings of lots of funky plants and junk. A couple of druids in there doing druid things, tending to plants and such. And in the center of it all is pretty like, you know what a tree with a face looks like, right? It's a tree with a face, and this tree's got like a handlebar mustache, and he's got like glowing orbs all up in his branches. And this is a conduit tree, one of the last conduit trees to exist, and it's common for mages to make pilgrimage to the Mage Academy just to visit the conduit tree. The conduit tree has roots and knows a lot of things about a lot of different things, and knows a lot of trees. Can speak to plants, and he frequently interprets what all of these magical plants actually need to the students that are taking care of them.
I feel like Howle has spent a lot of his childhood just talking to the tree.
That's adorable. And as you enter the big greenhouse, there's a tree who was like in mid conversation with Rain, like looks over and says, "Oh hey, how you doing?"
Hello, old friend.
Hello, Howle. How are you doing?
Pretty good, but unfortunately my stick is not... I came to ask for another.
Oh yeah, I felt that. Yeah, yep. My limb was encased in a very dark and menacing energy, and then snap. Oh wow. Yeah, do you
my apologies.
Do you have any pieces of it, or
do I?
I don't know. Did I don't know.
I did.
It's kind of snapped in half.
I mean, did anyone pick it up after I was unconscious?
Well, I mean, Artosh was on top of you, and so you know what? I'm just gonna roll a luck check for you. With a 13,
right.
No. Artosh nor anyone was able to pick.
No, the pieces went missing during the fight.
Ah, that sucks. That's always handy to have a.
I'm gonna miss it.
Do you have anything of like last time? Do you have anything of significance that you wanna just focus on, resonate with, so that we can find you a new staff? Something personal, close to your heart.
Well, I seem to be connected innately to griffins, so I wouldn't mind using that as a basis.
Rain, remind me, do we don't have any griffins in the zoology department, do we? No, our last griffins, they just migrated to Sylvain because...
And did they leave any feathers behind?
Well, they left last week, and they definitely went and cleaned the stables since then. So, no. It doesn't have to be a feather, doesn't have to be a stick, could be anything as long as it means a lot to you. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Alright. I was looking at my inventory.
Alright. With the 23... while you're, like, patting yourself down for all of your stuff, you feel that you feel that magical connection that you felt the night last night, and like right before you guys went and fought the Aboleth. Like that same connection that you now realize it's with Artosh is, you feel it, and you recognize that Artosh definitely has grown to mean a lot, especially with the things that have been happening at night.
I will overlook that poor choice of words.
Oh dang! Oh,
I look at Artosh, and then I look at the tree. I do have an innate connection, it seems, to Artosh here.
All right. Hello, kitty. Artosh is kind of confused by the talking tree. Artosh kind of like walks over to it and like sniffs its face and its mossy mustache. Artosh just like sits, like sits. Like it was given a command. Like Artosh was given the command, like sits and like stares up at the tree with like big eyes, and the tree goes, He's got eyes that are just like you. Well, just like yours was when you were a little kid. Big and hungry for information.
He's very curious.
You just let me talk my bark off. So I suppose this furry thing will do. Just come on and we'll do a little bit of a resonating. Rain, if you would mind, go and get the bowl. Howle, just come and sit down. Yep, right there.
He does.
Right there. Skortch, just back up a little bit. Thank you. And Rain fills like one of those Buddhist meditation bowls with some water, and she plucks some tree leaves off of the tree and places it down in between you and Artosh, and strikes the bowl and does the rim of the bowl thing with the vibrations and the thing and the everything. And Rain lets it vibrate as she steps away, and you feel the resonating sound magic through your bones, and you're suddenly hyper aware of all of Artosh's bones, but that's fine. This is a completely normal thing that's happening, and you feel like a similar resonation off of the wood of this conduit tree. And the three of you you guys resonate in this kind of like perfect triad of souls type thing, and it's super like peaceful. Everyone in the room is at peace. There's like a few like sentient flowers that like yawn and curl up a little bit, and there's a little grumpy cactus that like who has his little arms crossed, and he's watching, and then he falls asleep as well.
Yeah.
And there are many different multicolored orbs up in the resin in the conduit tree, but one by one, all of the orbs that aren't white or sky blue flick out. So all that's left are white and sky blue, and maybe some like gray thundery orbs. They grow brighter. They glow brighter, and slowly but surely, Skortch, you look up into the branches and you see one branch on the resonating conduit tree shake more violently, and on this branch is a very beautiful, it is the perfect Howle kind of blue. And this branch shakes and shakes and shakes and finally snaps, and it starts to tumble down to the ground. Howle, give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
with a 14, as it tumbles to the ground, it falls onto your lap, but it still startles you. It is a gnarly piece. It's very twisty. Very twisty. There's a few knots in it, and the orb that is in it is it's being gripped by very it's almost like a small tornado. The little twigs that are holding this orb in place on this new magic staff. The bark.
Your work is beautiful as always.
Yes. Now don't break this one.
I will do my best.
Yeah, new conduit stick acquired.
Nice.
Yeah. Rain takes the bowl away and puts it back on the shelf. A lot of the flowers and the grumpy little cactus wake back up and does a little grumpy pout. And Rain pats Artosh. And it's very cute. It's very cute. And
Howle gives him a good scritch under the chin and thanks him.
So, where are you guys going? What's, I heard you guys are off on a big old quest and, all that. Where are you off to next?
The crags.
Which crags? There are a lot of mountains. Big mountainy world you have here.
Frickin' my brain is like stuttering. I'm sorry.
It's good.
Howle should know this, but I'm brain dead.
I mean, Skortch should know. They're the one who knows.
Oh yeah. Okay, how about we just said Howle didn't say that.
I don't remember the name either.
I guess instead he says off to find the griffin.
The griffin. Oh, okay. So I guess you're heading to Sylvain then. Okay. That's straight. Alright, cool. Well, take care of that elemental you have with you.
Score.
Yep.
Oh! Yep, cool. And that one too. Cool. Yep, you guys have a nice one.
Oh, I thought he was talking to Skorch.
No.
Where are you guys heading now?
Can Howle roll an insight check on that?
Go ahead.
Alright. Oh, that's not bad.
Well, okay, with an inside check of 20, it does strike you odd that the conduit tree asserted that there were 2 elementals among the 2 of you, and instead of the one that you definitely know is with Skorch around her neck.
Howle just kind of glances at Artosh, shakes his head, and thanks the conduit tree again.
Okay, bye! Now it's fertilizer time. Yummy. Where are you guys off to?
Skorch, you want to go to my room for a study session now? Or do you want to do that at night and do something else for now? Because I would also like to speak with Malachite.
Okay. You guys can sort that out. Let's go back up to the bathroom where Ken is,
Yeah.
Well, where Ken has definitely been fighting this whole bath situation this whole time.
Oh, Ken is straight up drowning David right now. It's my duck, David! And then Ken brings him up. Okay.
Sharing is caring.
Over my dead body.
Ken, back down under. Oh, hey, shit, Blue, you're here. Sorry, I'm currently just drowning your brother right now.
That's fine, he can hold it at least 2 more minutes.
Okay, good to know.
Should probably bring him up, though.
Yeah, Ken brings him back up. Okay, David?
You
David?
monster.
How about this? I get the duck on weekdays. You can have the duck on weekends.
Shared custody of a duck.
My dad gave me that duck when I was 5.
Yeah, and my dad taught me how to fight.
So did mine. Make
well,
a
no,
dex, go ahead and make a
Andre-
dex save. Ken, make a
Make a
dex
dex-
save.
Okay. 22.
Okay, so we'll chalk it up to Ken just being massive. But David tried to sweep the leg from behind, but Ken is just too sturdy, so he ends up kicking your shins.
Ow.
Dang it. Oh, okay. And David manifests an echo out of there, and then goes to where the echo is because he can do that.
Then the echo is where he is, right?
Yes.
I drown the echo and it dies.
Instantly, because it only has 1 hit point.
Job complete.
So David is out in the hall and he sees Skortch and Howl coming down the hall. And says, "Oh, hey guys,
Hey.
Hi.
what's up?" David
Howl's got his new stick with him.
David is dripping wet in his clothes.
You had fun?
No, I did not.
Do you want to go get changed?
Are we set to go? Cause I mean, Ken's done,
Yeah, I've been done for a while, mostly just drowning David.
and then Blue just gave up on the invisibility stillness bit, and so we're all set. If you guys are set to go, I might have to. I'll have to ask around. He like walks back into the bathroom and picks up the shield and says, "Okay, where are we headed?" Ah, yes, we're going to the Cataygas Crags.
I wanted to ask something before we leave.
What's up?
I wanted to make a stop somewhere along the way. It might be a little out of the way.
Where?
Oh my god, can you remind me what the teacher's name is?
Raylan Stormgale, who is in vacation on the outskirts of Sylvain.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to go somewhere near Sylvain. I wanted to speak to my teacher again.
Oh, Sylvain. It's Will and Grace who has appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, hi.
Oh, are you guys going to Sylvain?
I wanted to make a stop there, yes?
Oh, cause the solstice is coming up, and I was going to go there via wagon, but if you guys are headed there, that'd be a lot of fun.
I mean, yeah, you could hitch a ride with us if you'd like, if it's alright with everyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Sure. We have room in the turtle.
I feel I'll be useless without the ability to fight properly, and at the moment I'm a little lost when it comes to my magic.
I have no objections. I mean, Sylvain is pretty this time of year. Oh yes, very pretty.
Alright.
Haven't seen it. Sounds like fun. Let's go.
Cool. And with a little less without further ado, how does everyone individually, I mean, most of the stuff that you already need is like on Owatu already. But is there anything specifically that you guys want to like make a point to note that you are taking this from Paternia proper onto Owatu that you didn't have before?
The duck.
The duck?
I think Howle would like to grab some of the books that he used when he was first training.
Ah.
So that he could, like, reread them and relearn from the point of not being a warlock.
Ah. Cool.
But other than that, I think he's fine.
Just imagine finding a book called Innate Magic into You, LOL. That's funny. Yeah, so just a basic book of like type advantages when it comes to magic, you know, an encyclopedia on magical terms, stuff like things like that, herbs for spellcasting, a field guide. Anyone else want to make a particular note of something that they're bringing on the ship?
Actually, just thought of one more thing.
Go ahead.
I should probably have a book on Thieves' Cant so he can learn it on the way. Because, like, it's part of his class, but he wouldn't have had enough time with Dandy Jack, so I figure he should probably learn it. Just, like, some of the basics.
Here's the thing about that. Thieves'
Cant is mostly slang.
It's also not something that would be written down. It's like hobo science, Thieves' Cant.
I
like,
feel like it would be mostly from the standpoint of, like, scholars looking in from outside, so it wouldn't be the most useful, but it would be a starting point for him.
He's looking at a historical book.
I'm gonna put my DM foot down and say that there is no written record on how to speak Thieves' Cant.
Oh,
I guess Howle will just essentially try to find people to learn from over time.
Right. What do you do in like? Is there a specific? Do you like go like to the library and like try to look up like in the T section or like languages under T for Thieves' Cant?
I feel like it wouldn't be a languages thing, but more of like a cultural subgroup thing.
Okay.
Like now you know how you can go to a library and look up stuff for like gang signs, and there's like certain specific gangs you can like.
Yeah, like even if it's not
info on like the methods they had for production and the methods they use for communicating between their drop points and like their.
It won't be up to date, but it'll be like historical versions of things that like have evolved to become different now.
What you'll find is like a binder that is really dusty and really dusty. It's a really dusty binder, and you see that the author is King David II, the Wizard King, and it's the binder like the title on the binder is What I Could Glean from Thieves' Cant. From written by King David II, and inside is like a bunch of info. It's like infographics. You can
While fascinated, I think Howle leaves frustrated with his lack of results.
While you're go ahead and give me an Arcana check, because like you like I'm assuming you did pick up the binder when you saw it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Hey, not bad.
The 24, there's an illusion on this binder. It's a pretty good illusion because it was placed on it by King David II, the Wizard King. It's a pretty good illusion. And so you definitely don't have time to sit down and crack this illusion. But you know there's an illusion on this binder, and you know who it's by, and you think there might be useful information about Thieves' Cant in this binder. Anyone else have anything in particular they want to make a note that they are bringing onto Owatu? Anyone else?
A cookbook of Paternian cuisine, specifically with pictures.
With pictures. I assume you bring this up to Will and Grace.
Yeah. Ken's gonna go up to Will and Grace. That sounds about right.
Yes. How can I? What's up?
Well, I really like the food you cooked, and
Okay.
yeah, it was delicious, and I want to replicate it or do my best to. But the thing is I can't read.
Here's a little secret. Neither can I.
Oh my gosh, I feel like some sort of kinship with you almost.
Oh yes, I can't read either. Read either. So this cookbook will be very, very useful to you. And he hands you. It's like oh my goodness, it's in the condition that a first edition Dr. Seuss book would be in.
Oh wow.
It's like that old, and it's about that colorful, and the illustrations are kind of Seussian. I'm just gonna stick with that. But yeah, there's a lot of good information, and a lot of good pictures, and just yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Will and Grace.
Yeah, I don't know how we're getting places, but if we're going places, I could definitely show you how some things are done.
Oh, you're coming with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm teaching it right to Sylvain.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah. You can teach me how to cook a little bit more.
Ah, yes. Last call. Anyone want to make a note?
I am rating the potion stocks.
Okay. I'm just, alright. I'm just gonna roll a d12.
Go for it.
You grab 4 potions. And, we'll just leave those a mystery for now.
I'm also
Alrighty.
just grabbing a new pair of clothes
Just a
from
new
my
s-
wardrobe.
Just a new set? Okay, cool.
Some, not dirty, wrinklier, been worn 1,001 times.
Cool. And everyone makes their way up the Paternian Spire to the airship docks, where Queen Etheria is having an afternoon spot of tea with Martha. With Maud. And David calls out for Awatu, and Awatu is there. The Awatu kite is there, and Awatu's mouth opens, and David walks inside. Anyone else want to say any last words to Mom, Aunt?
Nope, can't think of anything.
Okay, cool. Everyone piles inside with Will and Grace, and Owatu takes off to the east. Yes, to the east. And it is time. It is it's you guys. Let's say you guys launched it around noon, and Will and Grace helped himself to the kitchenette and started making sandwiches. As he does.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches in the thing, and you guys have a while. We'll just go down the line. What do you guys want to do while you guys are on transit to the Cadigas? Not to Cadigas, to Sylvain.
It's study session time.
It's studying time.
We don't need to focus on it or anything, it's just happening.
Just cool.
Unless there's something important, I suppose.
I mean, David, brother, it's been a while since we had a game of chess. Do you wanna play chess?
I guess it has been a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could go for a game or two.
All right. Ken, what do you gotta do?
Pretty much nothing. Ken's gonna go hit shit.
Okay, cool.
Hit a punching bag.
So basically, how we've been doing chess, we did chess once before. Chess is done in a roll off, in a best of 5 roll off scenario. Before you roll, you declare what stat you're using. Before you roll, and the winner of each roll gets advantage, disadvantage. Best of 5 wins. Brother, do you want black or white?
White.
Okay, you get first move then. And for your skills, you can use deception, history, insight, intimidation, performance, persuasion, or sleight of hand. Those are the stats that you can use. As all of those could be interpreted as a tactic in the game of chess.
I see. Okay.
So, what is the stat that Blue will be using?
I
for this
will be
first
using
roll-off?
insight.
And David is going to use history. Roll. David rolled 17 on his history check.
Ooh.
And David
Rough
pulls
start.
ahead. David has played so many games of chess against Blu Moon that he's calling upon the history of those matches, and scores a few easy pieces because Blue is just too darn predictable.
The same tactics have worked till now.
David is going to use insight now for this next roll. And Blue?
I'll use intimidation.
Okay. So 16 for David rolled a dirty 20.
Okay, well, use combat again.
Blue, you like how does Blue attempt to intimidate his brother in this game of chess?
Oh, right after the first few turns took place and noticing he lost a couple pieces, his quick reaction of moving his pieces and telling David, take your turn quicker, let's go, resulted in a sloppy play.
It's a very sloppy play. David saw right through this ill-conceived chess tactic and opened up and took control of a vast majority of the board. David is going to, for his last roll, use deception, and for Blue, well, I say
Insight.
last because I am assuming I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna win here.
Insight.
Okay, roll. David rolled a 16 for his deception check.
17.
Oh, Blue, you don't fall for David's false flag knight play. So the score is now 2-1. David needs one win.
Yep.
To one success to win, and then Blue needs 2 more.
All right.
David's gonna fall back on his history with Blue for the next roll.
Well, I'll use insight again.
All right. Oh no.
22.
Oh wait, that was a 7. Okay, cool. The score's tied back up. Blue and David both only have a rook and the king left on both sides. David is gonna try insight again. This has been a little interesting from now on, at this point.
Unlike last time, he is going to keep going with insight and...
Okay.
Oh, no. He's got this.
Yep, and David outsees the 2-piece strategies, and scores a victory. David is currently the continuing champion of the game of chess here in D&D chess.
Good job. Another well-fun victory. That was close at the end.
A little bit, yeah. You had me going there.
Well, you made a couple good plays at the start, but, I can't just give you a win.
Yeah.
You still have to earn them.
And you didn't scare me. And there was that.
I wasn't trying to scare you. If I wanted to scare you, I would pull out my greatsword and slam it on the table and run you around the room 1,000 times.
Stop
Or
talking
just
about
say
your
that Ken-
penis.
Or I'll just send Ken in.
Where? The sun
Because
is.
he still has your duck.
Oh, my duck! Oh, I need to get it back. Ken, where are you?
I'm
In the
in my room. The duck is on top of a shelf.
It says do not touch.
It's on top of a shelf, possibly too high for David to reach. I don't know.
We shall see.
And yeah, he's kind of just fainting around this punching bag and just laying some hits into it, and then ducking, diving. He's got like a when Malachite was still alive, he rigged up like a boxing system. So like there's a bar that swings around it.
Ah, sick.
So like Ken has to duck and dive.
Okay, so you see the door to your room open, and David and Blue are there, and David kind of leans casually and watches you do the thing for a minute. Let me just over here. Go ahead. Oh no, it's a nat 1.
Okay, my passive perception is 17.
17. Okay, so you see out of the corner of your eye like a faint green outline of a hand reaching for the duck. It's David's mage hand. Let me just roll wild magic real fast. Okay, that's a 7. Cool.
Ken will he like pretends not to see it for a second, ducks, dives, and goes over to where he's got like a mug from last night when he didn't like put it away, and chucks it at the mage hand.
Ah. What happens is the mug hits the mage hand. The mage hand knocks into the duck. The duck rolls off the shelf and quacks onto the floor. And there's a moment of tension.
Ken casts watery sphere on the duck.
I'm gonna give you a chance to take that back.
Watery sphere? Why? Oh, it's only a 5 foot.
It's a lot of water.
It's only
you
5
have
feet.
A college dorm.
It's a 5 foot circle. The room is now water. and I control it.
So freaking
Okay, no, I'll do better. I can do better than that. Ken casts fog cloud.
Fog cloud? Okay.
On the whole room. Nobody can see anything.
So up until this point, Skortch and Howl, you've been at like the central table of the common area, and you heard the quacking of the duck, and then suddenly suddenly a puff of fog comes out of Ken's room. David's gonna make an acrobatics check to try to dive into the room and grab the duck where I last saw it.
He can't see the duck.
With disadvantage. Yeah, with a 16 and with the fog, he definitely misses the duck, and he kind of lands face first on the ground in the middle of the fog.
Ken just goes and picks up the duck. 'Cause I can. Oh wait.
Can you?
No, I can't see it, but I do have a passive perception of 17.
Okay.
Would you say that would be enough to see the duck?
I mean, it's good enough to remember exactly where it was before the fog rolled in.
Okay. Ken just goes and picks up the duck and just like puts it in his back pocket.
Okay. Next time, David like dusts himself off and walks out of your room. Next time. And the door slowly closes.
Does Ken have an openable window?
Yeah.
Ken throws the duck out the window.
No!
If I can't have you, nobody can. Wait,
No! No! Oh no! What?
Howell disapproves of the, rudeness regarding sentimental objects, as always.
Oh, dude.
And the duck is gone and never heard from again.
God.
So mean.
Falls on the head of some poor villager just tending
To be
their
fair,
farm.
David doesn't know it left.
This is true. Ah.
As far as he knows, Ken still has the duck. He's just really good at hiding it.
This is so upsetting. That right there was a violation.
That right there was a violation, and personally, I would have it.
Alright. So some more time passes, the sun sets, it's like becoming nighttime, and Will and Grace is like pulling out their sleeping bag, getting set up on the couch where David used to sleep. And David goes, you guys want to like have a sleepover?
It's
I mean-
been a while, yeah.
I mean, don't we sleep over every night?
Yeah, but not in
Do you-
the same room.
Did you like not have sleepovers growing up, Ken? Do you
I don't think.
do you-
Define.
Okay, so normally me and Blue sleep in our own room.
Yeah.
Skortch and Howl sleep in their own room, and then
Yeah.
usually here on Alatu, we all have our own rooms.
Yes.
A sleepover is when we sleep in the same room and stay up all night doing stupid games and such.
Or, you know, like
Yeah,
that
that
one
sounds
time we all
alright.
got high.
And Will and
Well,
Grace
we
make
didn't really
popcorn
sleep.
really good.
We didn't really sleep, to be fair. Or maybe actually no,
Sleepovers
you
aren't
did.
meant for sleeping.
Yeah,
Then what's the point of the name Sleep Over?
it's a
Because it's an overnight.
But you're not sleeping.
That's the point.
yeah. We could
Fallen, your mic's not on.
or at
The
least
event
it's
is
not
called
big.
a sleepover. Doesn't mean what you do during it will be sleeping. But your result is your plan is that you're going to go over to this person's house or room, and then you're going to lie down and go to sleep. But
Something
you might
like that.
not do that.
And like
Correction,
we have,
you won't.
and like we have,
Correction, you won't.
we have Willen who makes really good popcorn.
And they'll
Okay, that
literally
works
eat
for me.
food all night.
That works for me.
Willen like folds his arms and he's like, I'm supposed to be on vacation.
Don't worry, Willen, I'll help you.
All right. I mean, I know you're good at eating, but how good are you at cooking? He like gets up and like heads towards the kitchenette.
Well, let me show you.
Cooking battle!
Oh, in a cooking battle, Willen will win.
Right. Okay.
Are we actually gonna do that though?
I mean, do you want to? I can assign stats so we can have another roll off like we do with chess. And I do have a
You're-
Will and
you're going
Grace.
there to learn, aren't
I
you?
do have a Will and Grace stat block. By the way, he's a bard. College
I
of
think it's a good
Whispers.
idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
alright,
food bar.
we can have a roll off.
Okay, it's a popcorn recipe contest. There are kernels, there is salt, there are 2 skillets and two burners. Let us say, for this food battle, we can use acrobatics, history, insight, medicine, nature, and sleight of hand. For the food battle, it'll be a best 2 out of 3 popcorn food battle. Declare what stat you're rolling before you roll it. So
I'll go insight.
Will and Grace is going to use medicine first. And Will and Grace rolled a 12. So Ken pulls out an early lead. Ken, how do you start this popcorn?
Well, Ken is here to learn.
Mhm.
So of course he's gonna ask Willen, how would you start popcorn? And then Ken is going to do exactly what Willen says to a T.
Okay. So Willen goes, well, usually, I try to pick out good spices. So a few of this, a little of that, maybe some kernels of this couldn't really hurt, really. And then you take, and then it's time for the next roll. Will and Grace is now going to use nature. And Ken?
Insight still.
Okay, cool. That's a 17 for Willen.
That's a 27.
Okay. Okay, so basically this food battle is that one guy. You guys have watched Food Wars, right?
Yeah.
So
No.
there's the one guy who just copies that other guy's recipe but makes like one little tweak, pushing it a little bit farther.
Yes, that's exactly
That's
what
exactly
this
what's
is.
going. So yeah, we see Willen. We see Willen like like measure out the butter and melt it in the pan, and Ken measure out the butter and melt it in the pan, and like sprinkle a little salt in before anything else happens. And Willen's like, huh? And then, Willen's gonna use acrobatics for this next roll.
He's gonna continue using insight.
Okay.
That's not bad.
You still win because you still won. The Willen rolled a 12. The popcorn is made, and Willen's popcorn is lightly dusted with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of cayenne. It's good. It's a good savory batch of popcorn. Ken, what exactly do you do to push this popcorn above and beyond?
Well, Ken sees Willen make his popcorn savory, and so after the corn is popped and everything, and he sees Willen put in all of his spices, Ken thinks, I could do something sweet. So Ken makes caramel corn.
Caramel corn? Fascinating. And our two chefs, beaming with pride in their enormous bowls of popcorn, walk in, and the judges, the four of us, get to sample the middle of these delicious morsels of popcorn. And it is decided that Ken has somehow made popcorn better than the head chef in all of Paternia.
I mean, I had a really good teacher, Willen.
I suppose.
It's you. I'm getting the fact that you taught me how to. I didn't even know what popcorn was.
Thanks. That is very much what a person who has just lost would love to hear. That you didn't even,
I can't believe that I outdid you this hard. Like, did you? And to put the spin on it of adding caramel to the popcorn,
it's heresy.
I think it's just a bit of a stroke of genius on my part.
Popcorn is savory. How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Goon, have you never had caramel corn?
I have. This is a character.
Okay.
David, sensing the tension, is like, okay, let's play charades, I guess. Charades?
What charades?
Oh my goodness, Ken! It's a game where you do things and you don't talk, and people have to guess what you're trying to do.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'll go first. It'll just be a bunch of performance checks. David rolled a 6, and he's thinking. And he puts his hands together. Puts his palms together, and like does the opening of he does the opening of a book gesture with with his pinkies as the hinges, and he starts like looking around like
You're reading.
We just do another roll here, a little better. Okay. He does the same book opening gesture, but then he takes one of his hands and pantomimes writing in it.
You're writing in a book.
And he goes. He kind of like he like uses his hand, do like the circle like more like a little further more like yes, but like also, and he's just like rolling and rolling one more time. Oh man, he's not good at performance. And so he's like there's the writing motion, and you see him take the quill end of this pantomimed quill and like dip it like on his chest, like where his heart is, and then put it down on the piece of paper.
You're writing in a book with your own blood.
I think it's writing a love letter.
I was writing in a diary.
Aww.
Anyone else wanna maybe, I don't know, I guess I'm not good at miming. Anyone else wanna take a stab at this?
Ken sits down and eats his popcorn.
You're Ken eating popcorn.
I mean, how'd you guess? Ken throws another handful of popcorn into his mouth.
And you're enjoying it.
Okay.
I mean, it's quite lovely.
Okay, so pantomiming the charades was a total bust. I could share with you some ridiculous legends that I've heard.
I love ridiculous legends.
That does sound like fun.
Okay, have you heard the tale of Nomblig, the Goblin Chronomancer?
No, and that sounds super ridiculous. Please continue.
Okay,
I
so
thought you were the one that invented chronomancy.
Malachite the Shed pipes up. No, I was the one who cracked chronomancy, and I too am very curious about this Nomblig Goblin. Okay, so, story goes that once upon a time, there was a goblin who studied magic, which is, weird, because he's a goblin. And one day, he cracked chronomancy and sent himself back in time. He was very disoriented because he had no idea what he'd just done. And so he walks into a tavern and starts to drink away his sorrows because he has no idea if he's ever going to get back to when he was. Because he had traveled so far back in time that the surroundings of where he was, he thought he's just teleporting to a different country. So he's drinking his sorrows away. And long story short, he seduced his own grandmother. Nomblig, the Goblin Chronomancer, became his own grandfather.
Wow, it's almost like he went back to the future.
No, he went into the past and banged his grandma.
I swear I've seen that somewhere, like in a children's story or a legend.
Have you ever heard of, Gulp? The Kota that actually saw... Wow, okay, so, full disclosure, I'm actually reading these from, like, a D100 table online. I just randomly scrolled to this one, and I chose the one with the weirdest and most impronounceable names. Anyway, have you heard about, Dwayne the Stone Giant that grew so strong that he won a fight against 10,000 mains, 10 mammoth, 5 Balor, and Orcus himself?
I have not, but that sounds awesome.
Here's one. Have you heard of the legendary hero chef?
Ooh.
It goes that this youth left his island home and fought not to slay monsters, but to taste them. Goblin stew, kobold fricassee, ooze puddings, you name it, he tasted. He was last seen venturing to the Forbidden Peaks, seeking to have his last meal, dragon tail roast. Well, and have you ever prepared dragon? Will gives Blue a side-eyed look.
Answer.
No, I have not.
Oh, you should sometime. I have to try it out.
I've got one that my father told me.
Ah, okay, cool. All right.
Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Pelagius the Wide?
Darth Pelagius the Wide.
Have you?
No, I have not.
I thought not. It's a legend. Darth Pelagius was a dark lord of an order called Siph, so powerful and so wide that he could use his very key to influence a thing called Metamorians to create life. He had such a knowledge of his dark side that he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying.
I've never heard of such a thing.
No?
Nah. I suppose it's not really a tale that my father would tell.
I guess to be fair, I never heard of the ones that you said even very often, so that's kind of the point of tales like this moment. Supposed to share wonderfully great old stories that make no sense at all and have no bearing on any sort of copyright material.
Yes, of course. The only thing that Darth Pelagius the Wide was ever scared of was losing all of his power, which of course eventually he did. Unfortunately, he taught his apprentice everything he knew, and then his apprentice killed him in his sleep. Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself.
It's at that point that all the lights go out.
Ooh.
I light my hand on fire.
You,
not with magic, just actually lights your hand on fire.
Like with a pick.
when light returns in the form of Skorch's hand, everyone is accounted for except for Willin.
Where'd Willin go?
What? Where did? Hmm.
Can I make a perception
Can we
check?
look around for Willin?
Sure, go for it.
I love hide and seek.
I am going to look too.
25
Yeah, I think everyone take
And
that. I'll take a look for
20.
Willin.
and a 20 and
That wasn't very good.
an 8 and a 14. Okay, so
We find it. Find
Skorch.
the murder.
So Skorch and Ken, you find Artosh like behind the no, there is no behind because it's like a dip in, but you find that Artosh inexplicably has has an antler in their mouth and they're chewing on it. One of Willin's antlers.
Artosh, have you seen Willin? I'm gonna take that as a no and look somewhere else.
Where did
Oh,
you
can
get that?
translate?
It's at that point, a beam of moonlight shines through the sunroof of the central cabin, and as the moon touches Artosh's skin, before everyone's eyes, Artosh starts to transform into the lichen form.
Oh, I was not ready to explain this.
How long has
What's
he done
happening
that?
to Artosh?
This is normal, I think, maybe?
Normal? Wait, you've seen this before?
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to tell everyone that it was happening, though.
It's happening.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I guess it saves me from explaining
Explaining what?
Yeah, what's
that
going
this
on?
happens.
What's happening? All I see is it's turning glowing and morphing into something.
I
need
have-
inspiration.
I have very, very vague ideas. That is mostly a theory of lycanthropy, but in reverse.
This more human Artosh
Oh.
is still nomming down on one of Willin's horns.
Oh. Oh.
Where did you get that, please? Please.
Can't you talk to him or something? Wait,
I-
hold on.
I give him the boomerang.
Just like trying to like swap him.
Yes.
He's like, what's a boomerang? You want the boomerang?
Yeah. So the swap is made, and you have Willin's antler.
Can I check it with Arcana or Nature or something?
Either one. Just choose one.
Alright, I'll choose Arcana.
19. It is a piece of ivory. There's nothing inherently magical about it. It's just a piece of ivory that fell off
It's-
of his head.
There's no, like, remnant spell or anything on it. Okay, Skorch, I have no idea what's going on. At all.
There's no way for me to track him down, so I guess we have to.
I'm pretty sure this is just to get Malachite. Did you see anything?
I'm the ship. My eyes are forward.
Well, I don't know.
Artosh, did you see where he went? Please? Tell me you didn't eat him at least.
Go ahead
Can you-
and can you make an intelligence check for Artosh, like last time?
For Artosh.
Like last time, because
What's his intelligence? Like -2?
Artosh like stops like nomming on the boomerang for a second, like looks up at both of you, Janasi, with big cat eyes, and licks his lips, and like keeps like smacking his lips and.
Well-
Maybe he's just hungry?
And goes back to nomming.
You guys could go look around and see maybe if Willen just went somewhere, but I can, pretty sure I can cast a spell to be able to communicate with, Artosh? Was it?
Yes. That sounds like a fantastic idea, actually.
All right, gang,
It'll
let's
take
split up
me a
and
little
look for
bit, but-
clues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some ritual casting speak with animals over their time.
Okay. So where you got where okay, who's part of this? Who's part of the Mystery Incorporated?
I was just about to watch the new fan-made Scooby-Doo episode earlier today, and I didn't end up doing it. Now I'm kind of sad.
So who's going about to look for clues?
Skortch, am I going with you?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can both make investigation checks.
Alright, let's try this again. Oh my god.
It's
That's a
okay,
nat
I
one.
suck too.
You
You weren't that one suck.
So you both find a shaker of salt spilt over, and you both are compelled, as superstitious magic folk, to pinch the salt and throw it over your shoulder. Other than that, nothing else. Nothing else can be found in the kitchenette. Blue, you're sitting with Artosh, who is
Blue is currently grabbing a pizza pop.
pizza pop.
Like a pizza
Peanut
pocket.
Oh, we call those hot pockets in America.
Yeah, it's different here.
Oh wow.
It's the brand name.
Ken, you're sitting with Artosh and Blue. What do you do?
Yes, Ken is gonna pet Artosh. I don't know, he's a fluffy thing.
He's a person shaped
He's
fluffy thing right now.
He's a person right now?
He's like a
Yeah.
There's a picture in the
Reverse lycanthropy.
There's a picture
Okay.
in the Discord. Yeah, he kind of looks like that.
Okay, cool.
He kind of gives you a dirty look, you weird turtle thing. But he's still numbing on his little chew toy. Weird.
Hmm. I guess Ken's gonna go look for blood. He sees he knows that's Willen's horn. He's gonna go look for blood
Okay,
or anything to do with Willen possibly being dead.
gotcha. You like look over at his sleeping bag, and you find like a tuft of hair, but nothing else really. No, there is no blood here in the common area.
Okay, then
Whereas where he
he'll
was
just
last
stay with.
spot.
Then if he can't find anything in the room he's in, he'll just stay with Blue and make sure that he doesn't this thing doesn't do any more damage.
Okay. Fallen, what are the parameters of Speak with Animals?
Speak with animals. The only parameter is it is based around their intelligence on how well they can communicate back, but at the list,
He's got -2.
At least that's the modifier isn't the point; it's the number. Even then it doesn't actually list it.
Mm-hmm.
If you have anything above a 5, I think it is, you can speak.
It's
like,
6.
You're capable of speak. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
yeah.
He's more than well. He could actually form a sentence in a language if you taught him.
Cool.
But
Huh.
anyway, this is just the minimum. The minimum he can do is tell me locations and like information about whatever I'm asking him about.
Okay.
I can have a conversation with him.
And
it lasts for
Smokey
10
can stop
minutes.
breathing into his mic.
My bad.
Okay, so what do you ask Artosh, who is nomming on Howle's boomerang?
Did you eat Willen and Grace? canonical voice. Here it comes.
I
He spoke
did what?
already.
To me.
I did what?
You're chewing on a horn of our friend.
This is a boomerang.
You were the horn you were chewing before he tricked you into eating the boomerang instead.
Like Artosh
Was
like
the
looks
horn-
down, like Artosh looks down for a second. He's like, huh, oh,
Yeah.
and goes back to nomming.
Got a wool pulled over your eyes, but you're fine anyway. Anyway, so did you eat Will and Grace? Eat a deer.
I nibbled a horn.
Okay. So you didn't eat them.
I haven't eaten.
Eaten full-sized people.
I haven't eaten in a while. I'm
Okay.
hungry.
Well, we should probably get you some food. That's horrible. They should treat you a little bit better. But that's besides the point right now.
I had a
Did
rabbit.
you see anything when it went dark?
I saw.
People
I
like us? Or
I
like anything?
saw 5 shooting stars, and then I was, and
Oh, he's broken again.
Artosh falls over asleep.
No.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, poor little guy's not gonna be much more useful. Maybe we should feed him some more, get him some food later. Not important. Okay, where are the rest? I'm gonna go walk off and try to find everyone else.
Cool. I mean, everyone else. I mean, David has more or less just kind of. He's like tinkering with like the fuse, I guess.
The fuse box.
The fuse box. He doesn't really know what's going on. There's magic or something, and everybody he's working on it. Last week we saw Skortch and Howl in the kitchenette throwing salt over their shoulder.
Failing miserably.
I want to go investigate the rooms.
Which room first?
Start with ours?
Skorch's room or Howl's room? You guys both have separate rooms. You both have
Right.
a designated room.
I'll start with mine.
Nope, he's not in here.
Oh, okay.
I've already decided where he is, but he's not there.
Okay, well, I rolled
It doesn't-
12 for any clues.
It looks like exactly how you left it. So
Okay.
Yeah, because someone really couldn't just pick up a book, put something behind it to hide it, and then put it back exactly where it was. And you totally shouldn't ever look for a room that looks perfectly normal. That's not, in fact, probably more suspicious.
I mean, the thing that's missing in question is a whole ass person.
Yeah, it's not like an object that can be
Oh my
hidden
God.
behind a book, to be fair.
Right.
Unless
Says,
you could take shit.
says with the polymorph spell existing.
Fair. Very
Or
fair.
Jar, close jar, hide jar.
How, what you doing?
Blanking because he just had Artosh do something in front of everyone that he wasn't expecting to happen in front of everyone anytime soon.
Okay, come along. We're gonna go check more rooms.
Alright. Sure, yep.
I'm just gonna go through them one by one.
Cool. So whose room is next then?
Howls?
Cool. Yeah, you go into Howl's room. It's not there. I mean, it looks the same. There's nothing out of place.
Except for the murder hand weapon. Behind the bookshelf.
Except for the candlestick. Anyway.
I mean, that's kind of what I was expecting.
Nah, everything doesn't seem. Nothing seems out of place. In that room.
Okay, we'll move on to Blue's room then.
Okay, Blue's room. No, yeah, definitely. I mean, all of these rooms are about the same size as a college dorm room. Says the person who's never actually lived in a college dorm room. So
I imagine they're fairly tiny.
they're kind of small.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's like the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then they would have found Malachite's journal. Because he normally takes it in the middle of the night to go read, but we ended up doing a sleepover, so he kind of forgot it in his room. You could just see Malachite's journal just sitting there on his bed.
David's not there to have a reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
Malachite is the ship, so he can't have a reaction to it. And so I guess there's like this moment where everyone else just kind of looks at Blue like,
Mm-mm.
Next room.
Moving on
Plays
to
the
Ken.
fool? I don't know.
Ken's,
What do you expect?
Ken's room. Mysterious lack of rubber duck, but nothing's out of place.
Oh.
The punching bag arm is still spinning.
Still
different
spinning.
directions.
Heck yeah. Yeah, but nope, not there.
Sus.
And finally, David's room. So when you open the sliding door into David's room, you do see a crudely drawn poster of a cat person that was like taped to the sliding door, but David didn't really realize that when the door slides, the paper would crumble because there's not like a space for a poster to slide into the wall. And so when the door slides open, the poster on the inside of the door crumples, and when you go to peel it up, it's like a very crudely drawn picture of a tabaxi person.
Sus.
But no, Will and Grace is
Sus.
not in David's room.
Well, shit.
That just
Well,
leaves the observatory deck upstairs, the kitchenette, which you already were there, which there's not there, and then there's the cockpit where Malachite's head is.
Sus.
David, still tinkering around with the fuse box, is like, "Hey Malachite, is anyone in your head? Besides me? Yeah, besides you. No.
Okay,
No one
so
in my head but me."
let's go up to the observatory then.
Cool. Yeah, one by one. You guys go up to the observatory. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
Arcana, okay.
Should I also?
Not if I could not.
Oh no!
Am I making one, or is it just Skortch?
If you would like to, you guys are
All right.
kind of all Scooby doing this together.
No.
What is wrong with you?
An
I
11.
don't know what's up with my dice, but I can't roll above a 10.
I've been rolling okay mostly.
I don't think we find it.
I mean, you could also do an You can also like look around and investigate. I mean, it's a mostly open air space.
There's a 12 for an investigation.
Okay.
I don't think we're supposed to find whatever we're looking for with that horrendous arcane check.
Yeah, no, I can't investigate worth a shit today.
It's just one of them
Hey,
days.
Kenny, you gonna investigate?
Ken's just chilling with. No, definitely not. Ken's never gonna investigate ever again.
Of course.
But
Of
no,
course.
Ken's chilling with Blue. Just.
Yes, who is also chilling with everyone else.
Oh, I thought you were with Artosh. Okay, so
was.
Ken's just with Artosh
He
then.
joined the Scooby-Doo troop.
Nope, Ken is just watching Artosh.
Cool. So, yeah, definitely you don't see anything up here on the observatory deck as you guys, like, look around. Man, I had something for this, but you guys rolled really bad.
So just use it anyway.
I guess. I suppose. Blue, you You see, there are some like sleeping birds that have taken that recognized Watu as a free ride while they slept.
Shoot, get off this.
Do you think we should leave birdseed up here?
If you can, I didn't hear what Blue said because it was coming through Smokey's mic.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know my mic was turned off.
Cool.
I'd just like walk over to the birds and start shooing them away.
Yeah, you shoot these birds away. And so there's like a slanted part of Watu's shell, and the birds were like nestled like close to the guardrail. And so when you shoot these birds away, they like fly off towards the nothingness of the sky. But one of the birds like hits something invisible, and then it flies away.
Ooh. Anyone else see that?
Yep.
Oh.
No, you didn't.
What? Who said that? Who said that?
You didn't say anything.
I want to chuck something at that spot.
At the spot. Go ahead and just make a ranged attack.
I guess just a dex check then?
Sure.
$19.
19, yeah. You like, I don't know, what's like on hand that you can chuck?
Piece of a branch that one of the birds brought in. A
Yeah,
twig.
cool. Yeah, you yeet the branch at the spot, and you yeet the branch at the spot, and it takes a second for the illusion to fade, but like reluctantly, Will and Grace drops his invisibility, and through his hands, like peeking through his hands, you can see his like very embarrassed expression. Hey.
You doing okay?
You see that both of his antlers have fallen off. It
Are
wasn't
you
supposed
just
to happen
embarrassed?
yet.
I see. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
So
Wasn't
much
sup-
sense.
It wasn't supposed to happen yet. We're supposed to wait till I got home.
Well, something terrible happens on vacation. That's just life, but it's okay. You look so different without them, though, I gotta say.
Exactly.
What if we carve some out of wood, like prosthetics, until they grow back?
What do
Well,
you mean?
it's
Places
it's,
we're going, no one's gonna know what he looked like beforehand, so this just could be a new one.
Everyone's no. It's a Sylvain thing. I just didn't want you guys to see me without my antlers. They grow back by the time my vacation is done, and like we offer our antlers. We offer we offer our antlers to the fairies for stuff
Aw.
during the.
I hope it's not a problem if it's a little chewed. Artosh got a hold of one of them.
That's fine. I'll just say that I was sparring with another satyr.
And also, don't ever do that again, because I genuinely thought that you may have gotten eaten, killed, or ran off somewhere and died. So, just for future notice, please, for our own protection and your own, just don't.
I'm
It
sorry.
did look like Artosh ate you.
He
Yeah,
was humming on that horn, and I was really about to kill something.
I mean, to be fair, I saw him grab my antler and I got scared, and so that's why I turned invisible. But then I realized that my antlers fell off, and then I ran off. And I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Oh, I'm just glad you're okay.
Continue doing some not sleeping in the sleepover.
All right.
Maybe we can entertain you for a little bit.
he joins. He gets over the guardrail and heads down to the commons with the rest of you
Have
guys.
a happy rest of our night.
And you guys have a cool sleepover, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. I, of course, was your dungeon master, Goon Daddy. I played everyone who's not the following. Our fiery friend Skortch was played by the Window Goblin.
Hello.
Our breezy, beautiful boy Howle was played by Grem the Glitch Gremlin.
Yee!
Our big, bluff, beautiful blue dragon boy was played by Blu Moon. Was played by Jyden the android.
Let's go!
And of course, we have Master of Foodstuffs. Ken was played by SmokeyDBlaze.
You can't prove that in court, and I challenge you to.
Anyway, I want to give one last shout out to our one and only patron, Dustin Powell, for being a super cool patron. If you want to join the Patreon, there's a link, and you can find it places. Thank you guys so much for watching, of course, and until next time, who's your daddy?